Consult. I am Onalo Hezekiah, and it is my pleasure, a plumb pleasant pleasure to be precise, to have you here this morning or this very day listening to me. These at my Consult, our products are Neuro-Linguistic Programming, Emotional Intelligence, Leadership, Management, Business Development, and of course, Mindset Configuration. And I will implore you, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you're yet to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram, please kindly pause what you are doing now and go right there and have it done, because you'll be missing out on a lot, and I wouldn't appreciate you shooting yourself or picking your own pocket. Thank you very much for that. Alright, so this morning I want to talk about Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I'm not sure if that is a familiar word to you, but if it is not, or if it is, don't worry, you are in a safe hands. I'm going to take you a very wonderful ride so quickly to the land of Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Now, there is this technology called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And what is Neuro-Linguistic Programming? Let's try to put those words into syllables. Into syllables, I mean, we try to divide them, try to take them each. We have neuro, we have linguistic, and then we have programming. So what is the neuro aspect of it? The neuro aspect of it is something that is related to your brain and to my brain. Every living organism, let me just narrow it down to human being. Every human being you see have a brain. We all have this muscle in our head called the brain. And whatsoever this brain does, it affects all our nervous system, the central nervous system to be precise. And because of this, we tend to process judgment, we tend to process information through this central nervous system. So anything that happens to man that has to do with the brain is the neuro aspect of the neuro-linguistic programming. Now, what is the language about it? When you talk about this language, communication is one of the major things that differentiate man, Homo sapiens, from the other lower animals, because man communicates, and language is very important. Language can be internal and language can be external. Either of these two, the internal language is the most important one. If your mind tells you something and you do otherwise, there is this likelihood that every tendency that things will not really go well with you, because you are going against the internal communication coming from you, coming from your instinct, or coming from your gut. That is why at Team Atimoy Consult, we come together with sound, structured, systematic and strategic programs to help you fine-tune your mind, to help you build your brain, and to program you in such a way that you can become the best you can possibly become, be it in your organization, be it in your family, be it in your institute, be it in your workplace, anywhere. And what is the programming aspect of it? I'm so sure that you are familiar with the automated teller machine, ATM machine. Yes. You will now agree with me that when you go to the ATM machine, imagine you pressing proceed and your card is coming out. That go well with you? Of course not. The machine has been programmed in such a way that once you press that button to proceed, it takes you to the next level. Once you press cancel, it will cancel the transaction or whatsoever it is you are trying to do on the machine, because it has been programmed that way to respond to you, to reply you, to react to the information you are programming there. So also is human. Every one of us, we are our own programmer. We programmed ourselves consciously and unconsciously. Human mind is divided into two. We have the conscious mind, which is logical and analytical. We also have the subconscious mind, which of course it is not logical, but it has a greater say and is the major determinant of whatsoever it is that happens to human being. Because over there, even though the subconscious mind is not analytical, yet it is the major thing, it is the major aspect of human mind that controls every one of us. That is why Neuro-Linguistic Programming has brought out some strategic points, some strategic courses, and some soft technology to be able to help you build your mind, to be able to help you fine-tune the system in which you are and help you communicate better to whatever it is that you are doing. Neuro-Linguistic Programming is not just built on emptiness. No, it's not just built on emptiness. There are some suppositions, there are some doctrines, there are some beliefs, there are some pillars in which this neuro-linguistic programming is standing on, is built on. And in this video now, I'll talk about just one supposition, and I will come back in the next video to talk about the other suppositions. However, I will just be doing 3. If you want to hear more, do well to follow us. The first one I'll talk about here is this: is the map is not the territory. The map is not the territory. What is the meaning of this? Okay, let me assume you have a sheet of paper with you. Let me also assume you have a pen with you. If you have this with you, I want you to draw a circle on that paper. Small, big, anyhow you want it. I want you to draw a circle on that paper. Let me assume that you've drawn the circle on that paper. Now, having drawn that circle on that paper, you will agree with me, even though I'm not seeing the paper there, that there are still some other spaces around the circumference that you have made. Now, even though there are spaces there, even though there is still space there, anyhow you want to put it, you will agree that the circumference you have made is not all there is on that paper. You can work within the circumference of the circle you have drawn. Let's say, for example, you are teaching mathematics or you want to draw a circle. You can do anything you want to do based on the circumference you have made on that sheet of paper. However, there are still some space or spaces out there. This means that sometimes everything in your mind is not all there is, or everything you can see is not all there is. There is more. So the territory and the map are two different things. That is why in research you cannot do research based on your own experience, because experience could be based on your own ill judgment that you've made from time to time. So the difference there is clear. The map is the circumference you've drawn on that paper, and the territory is the entire paper. You are just one person of the over 7-point-something billion living in the world. Your own idea alone does not make the world. You need the idea of other people who are seeing the same world you are seeing from a different perspective to contribute to what you are doing, so that you'll be able to go further in life. That is why we say the map is not the territory, because the map could be different from the territory. Even though the map is inside the territory, yet the difference is clear. You want to see more of the territory, then widen your scope by allowing others, by admitting others' faults, looking into what they are doing, and from there you will see how far you can go. You want to know about the remaining 2 suppositions? Do well to follow us on our YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.